Good morning, home business owners, small business entrepreneurs, network marketers. Have you ever found yourself in that overwhelm? In other words, feeling like you just don't have enough time to accomplish things? How that you just can't seem to get the things done that you need to do in order to move your business forward. See, these are simple businesses, but in order to become more effective, there's certain things we need to be doing on a regular basis. And if you're not, you're operating a sometime business, and a sometime business is going to pay you sometimes. You've got to be working in an efficient manner. See, we're building these businesses up for the sole purpose of that time freedom, right? So doesn't it make a lot of sense to actually start to be cognizant of, where our time is going? What are we doing with our time? See, this is the important part. See, we can't have this overwhelm. See, when you get in that state of overwhelm, a couple of things happen. You don't get anything accomplished. Okay, you don't get anything accomplished when you're in overwhelm, and your creativity goes out the window. You can't be creative when you're in a state of overwhelm. Okay, see somebody getting on there. Morning, how you doing? We're talking about eliminating overwhelm from your vocabulary, eliminating overwhelm so that you can get more stuff done now. Good morning, Valentino. How you doing? Hope all is well. Think about this, that overwhelm that keeps you from taking the action, that feeling that you just can't get these things accomplished. How would it feel if you were able to get twice as much accomplished in less time? Would that help you out in your business? See, I struggled the same way early on. What I realized was if I'm building a business that's going to provide me with time freedom, I better be conscious of my time and my efforts and put them to work wisely. That's why I come up with the 90-minute blitz period too. Other people, I've heard of this from other people and stuff, but it's the 90-minute blitz that I use. The 90-minute blitz. What is a 90-minute blitz? It's a way to actually get more done in less time. But in order to do that, there's an entire process that you need to go through. My process is simple, it's easy, and it starts off with a time audit. See, if you haven't audited your time lately, you're wasting a lot of time. I can guarantee you that. See, I've done multiple audits, worked with people on audits, and what's shocking to most people, just about everyone I've worked with, is the amount of time that they actually waste. Unapplied time that's not applied properly, that's not truly leveraging their efforts. In other words, what is a time audit? A time audit is where we take for a week period. We're going to take and we're going to track what we do on a daily basis throughout the day. Now, I'm not talking down to the split second in a minute. You've got to be in control of it. You want to grab maybe your calendar, your planner. There's apps out there. And I'm not going to recommend any specific apps, but there's ways where you can actually log in what you're doing on a daily basis. It's time loggers. And what happens is, good morning, whoever's jumping on, good to see you. We're talking about blasting that overwhelm, eliminating that overwhelm. So basically what we want to do is we want to take that time audit for a period of a week. What's going to happen is after we take that audit for a week, now we go into the initial review. The initial review is where we analyze that time audit and see where our time was spent, where it was spent wisely and where we wasted it. And what you're going to find, most people are able to find about 8 hours worth of free time in this week, just wasted time that wasn't necessary, time that didn't provide any benefit from them. And that's what one of the key things is, by identifying these blocks of time. Okay, so that's the initial audit. So then what we want to do is we want to plan out what we're going to do with those blocks of time that we found. Okay, simple procedure, but we've got a plan. We've got to create a plan, and what we create is the 90-minute blitz periods. I actually like to go 2 hours, but 90 minutes is great for a lot of people, especially in the beginning when they're learning how to control their time. Pick out a couple of 90-minute blocks of time that you can leverage. See, one of the key things is by leveraging these blocks of time, these are going to be specific tasks performed in this 90-minute block. In other words, you're going to basically take and you're going to have one focus for that 90 minutes, and that's going to be the sole focus, and that's all you're going to work on. So once we identify a couple of blocks of time now, the other thing we have to be cognizant of, what are we going to be accomplishing in these 90-minute blitz periods? Is it going to be contacting people? Well, then we've got to create that time block in a time that's in alignment with the people we're looking to connect with, right? Maybe they're on the opposite side of the world and you have to get up in the middle of the night. Whatever it is, you're going to have to align that time block with whatever you're trying to accomplish. then what we want to do is prior to the blitz period, what we want to do is we want to get all the supporting data that we're going to need, all the information we're going to need when we're in that blitz period. See, when you're in the blitz period, it's not a time to go looking for this or go looking for that, finding this picture, finding this quote. No, it's what not gonna allow you that time to do that. It's going to be a waste of your time. But you set this all up in advance. So when the time comes, when the night or day comes, and it's your 90-minute block time, you've got all the things you need to just get in, shut the door, set the timer. You see, this way you're not even thinking about it. And if you're not leveraging social media, if you're not going out there making connections or needing a program that's out there, you're going to put your phone on so nobody can get in. You're going to just put it on Do Not Disturb. What you're going to do is for that 90 minutes, you're just going to hammer straight for 90 minutes straight, focusing on the tasks that you need to do. You've got all the supporting information you need, so now you can just continuously hammer this out. I found this very effective when working with social media, because what happens is it allows me to create batch content of things that I'm going to be posting throughout the week so that I can have that stuff all ready to go. And the thing is, if it's doing quote images, well, I'll have the photos already, I'll have the quotes already, and then maybe I'll just sit down with my Canva for 90 minutes and just pound them out. See, this becomes much more effective because you're not hunting and searching and looking and finding. You're wasting time that way. But by being consecutive and by being consistent, what happens is these 90-minute blocks of time, you're going to find yourself getting probably, in this 90-minute block of time, at least 3-4 hours worth of work done that would have taken you at least 3 or 4 hours, plus the setup and takedown time that you would have had associated with. You're going to find yourself generating a lot of, not excess time, but time that you can apply. The thing is, you want to block out your times, not just for your business either. You want to block out the times in your personal life for the people that matter. And the other thing that I've got to stress here is, this is another reason why people find themselves, struggling as well, is the fact that, they don't, set business time. They don't set, social time with the people they care for. And what happens is they're always doing a little bit of both. They're not completely present in the moment. And what happens is when that happens, when you're working on your business and you have that thought, well, man, I'm not paying attention to family. I better drop this. And you're like back and forth. You don't know what to do. Same thing when you're with your family saying, oh, I really should have been doing this and doing that. But if you have those times blocked out, now that's not an issue. But then you want to stay focused. You want to stay present in whatever it is. If it's the business time, it's the business time. But knowing now that you have time set aside, you have that times where it's just going to be family, where you're not going to be picking up your phone, talking and stuff like that when you're with them. These are important. But once you get in the habit, first thing, remember, let's go through this again. We want to do an audit, a time audit, a simple time audit for a week's period of time. Find those blocks of time that, we're wasting. You're going to be surprised. You're going to find a good 6-8 hours minimum that you can start to apply and leverage for your business. You're going to find more time that you can spend and leverage for your family as well by utilizing this system. And then we review that audit, and then we plan out those blocks of time that we're going to be applying towards our business, towards our family. And then what we want to do is set up those blitz periods and start to prepare for them. And then when the blitz period comes, it's all out. Shut the door, set the timer, and just focus. And you're going to see a mass improvement in the amount of work you can do. This works great when you're batching for content and stuff like this. See, this is going to allow you to have the time to finally understand and create content that's relevant to your target market. See, a lot of people say they don't have the time to do that simple research. Well, once you take control of your time, you're going to be able to do that and use that time wisely so that you can start to get some results. And then after you've completed this, what you want to do is you want to review. What did you accomplish? How did this work for you? How much time did you save? How were you able to accomplish things compared to the past? See, by doing so, this is going to feed your fuel. In other words, this is going to keep you fired up to do this again. And there's nothing wrong with, in another three months, do another audit. Figure out, have you shrunk that wasted time down, or have you found more pockets of time that you can split between your personal life and your business life? This is imperative. Once you understand how to capitalize on it. It's not so much time management, it's about prioritizing and knowing what you need to do on a regular basis, and having things set up so that you use your time wisely, not just let it slip through. I mean, after all, we're started these businesses so that we can generate time freedom, right? Isn't that why we did it? And the key is, if we're wasting time and blowing it on stupid stuff, it's keeping us from that eventual goal. But to think about this, when you start to take control of your time, you'll end up with that time freedom much quicker. Think about the power of that. Think about how that can work for your business, for your life. What do you think your life will look like once you finally reach that time freedom? Instead of feeling, yeah, you're a dog chasing his tail. That's what happens. You know, you're focusing on this and you're focusing on that, turning on this, turning on that, and you're like, what did I get done? Nothing. You know, have a focused set of tasks that you're looking to accomplish, get them done, and then plan the next tasks, move forward. It's simple concept. Hopefully you got a little bit of value out of this about how to eliminate that overwhelm from your life. Take control of your time. Finally put your time to work for you so that you can finally enjoy that time freedom and the financial freedom that comes along with it. Take care. Have yourself a great day. And if you know people who are struggling with this time issue, with this overwhelm, you just might want to get this video to them. And if you got any value, smash that heart button. And I want to thank you for spending your time with me. Hopefully it was valuable enough to where you could gain something from it. And take this. These are actionable steps. This is an actionable training. You could put this to work today. Simply start. First thing we got to do is that time audit. Think about it. Simple. Look at your time. Where's your time go? You know, where can you multitask? Where can you shave a couple minutes here, shave a 15-minute section there, a half hour there? Analyze where that time is going now. And once you do that, you're going to be shocked. You'll be willing to put this to work for yourself every week. Take care. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by.